Your HVAC system is the most expensive appliance in your home, yet homeowners make buying mistakes every year. Here are the top 5 biggest buying mistakes that you can make in 2026. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, chasing the lowest bid. The benefits of a cheap price will be expensive later on. Most of the time that comes with maybe weaker warranties. That also comes with maybe weaker support. You also have to understand that most of the time, HVAC contractors who are chasing the bottom dollar, so the lowest bid, often don't stay in business long enough to be able to provide you support long term. And we get it. At the end of the day, everybody wants to save money. However, I want you to look at it from a long-term investment perspective, and that you're gonna have this system, gosh, for 10, 15, 20 years maybe. And so I wanna make sure that the purchase that you're making in 2026 is gonna last you what you deserve. I don't want this to be a problem within the next 5 years, because that's a very expensive problem within that short time frame. Mistake number 2, understanding SEER ratings. EPA within the government rolled out some new ratings, and it is confusing for everybody involved. They called it, we came out, there was SEER, and SEER stands for Seasonal Energy Efficiency Rating. It's basically, think of it as like, how efficient does this system cool my house, and how much energy does it use to do it. SEER 2, they changed the regulations on how strict they are. But to clarify that for you, SEER 2 is more efficient than SEER 1. So if you are comparing a 16 SEER 1 versus a 16 SEER 2, 16 SEER 2 is going to be more efficient. And so it is designed in real life applications. So as far as energy efficiency is concerned, your 16 SEER 2 is going to be more efficient. So if you're talking to a contractor and they're not communicating what those SEER ratings are, and they're not communicating in SEER 2 language, then I would be concerned that you're not necessarily getting what you're being promised. If you're buying a new HVAC system, be concerned about SEER 2 and just kick SEER 1 out the window. Mistake number 3, buying the wrong size unit. Within the United States, there's millions of air conditioning systems that are being installed. And often not, those systems are maybe not sized correctly for the house. And so we cannot size those systems for square footage alone. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're sizing that system for your comfort and for your needs, and take into account multiple variables. And I'll simplify the variables as easy as possible. It's like, one, the biggest variable is bigger is not always better. If you oversize your system, then what's gonna happen, it's gonna short cycle, it's not gonna run long enough, and you're gonna have higher humidity in the house, especially if you're in a really big, really humid states, which really can negatively affect the health of the home and the environment that you live in. And so you wanna make sure that you're sizing that system appropriately. So I've kind of discussed what happens whenever you oversize the system. It is also possible to undersize it as well. If the system's not sized appropriately for the square footage and the different, the heat load of the house, then what happens is that system is not going to keep up to your ideal temperature settings. And you would think that, well, a smaller system, maybe it'll save me a little bit more money on utilities, but you have to think about that runtime. And so if that system is too small, then it is going to run all the time, and it's never going to shut off. And so we don't necessarily want that. We want the system to have a reasonable runtime, but we don't want it to be running all day. That's not good for the health of the system and your utility bill. We actually did a deep dive on this specific topic, and so if you have any questions or are really interested in making sure that you're not buying the wrong size, go check out this video right here. Mistake number 4, ignoring the ductwork. Ductwork does matter. Airflow matters. Your system is designed to output so much airflow a minute. And if your ductwork is not sized appropriately, if it's in most of the time, I would say majority of the time, it is undersized, then what that will do is that will cause unnecessary restrictions on that system. So it's going to be working much harder to push that air over the length of however long that system lasts. It's going to cause some premature wear and tear. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that ductwork is sized appropriately, so that way the system is able to operate freely. Think about it like a heart. If your ductwork's not sized appropriately, it's kind of like having high blood pressure. And so you can operate, you can do things, but over time it's going to cause some wear and tear. And so you want to make sure that you keep your ductwork the correct size and your blood pressure down. So make sure you have the ductwork size correctly for the home. Before we jump into mistake number 5, if you enjoyed this content and have questions, concerns, or you just like us, hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. We appreciate it so much. Mistake number 5, waiting until total failure. Repairs compound on themselves. Don't wait to take care of those items, especially during the springtime and the fall time, because whenever you wait, you're like, I'll do this, I'll do that on the next visit. What happens is it's 100 degrees, and every one of your friends that use us also waited until it's 110 degrees to fix that specific item, and then we can't get to you at a convenient time. And so go ahead and take care of those repairs in the spring and the fall. So if one of our technician comes out, provide some, so hey, here's some items that are high risk of failing, go ahead and proceed with those, because at the end of the day, they're going to be needed to be replaced at some point. And then 2, it keeps you from having to call us in the middle of the summertime whenever you need it the most. And so don't wait until a catastrophic failure to make that decision. All right, in summary, 5 buying mistakes that can happen in 2026. Don't let that be you. Be an informed buyer whenever it comes to your comfort. And so make sure you look for those red flags, vet your contractors, and make sure that you're making informed decisions about your comfort. If you're within the Oklahoma City metro area and you're looking for an instant estimate for either repairs or replacement when it comes to your HVAC or plumbing services, please scan the QR code to my top right, and that will take you right to it. Thanks, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next week.
Yarbrough Sons.